This must be true for every place in the world. There are these local myths, legends that go back millennia. And in our human imagination, it holds a special place, a place of reverence. Even though as time unfolds, science would have bust some of these myths. But its holiness remains. The story of the Chinook has this quality. It's these winds that come in from the Pacific Ocean, hits the continental coast. On its journey eastward, it has this downward sloping characteristic. And so while traveling over land, the elevations that it's dealing with is 3,000 to 5,000 feet until it hits this giant hunk of rock, the Rocky Mountain Range. Climbs up approximately 20,000 to 25,000 feet, losing all of its moisture, leaving a giant cloud in the sky as it crosses over. Then starts its descent, warm, dry. In the winter, it can raise the temperature from -20 to upwards of +15, 16. And if you happen to be outside, it's unmistakable, her arrival. The trees swaying in its bareness. The smell of melting ice, so refreshing. It's an experience that registers in your memory. The Chinook. There's no doubt the name must come from a sacred place. I was telling the story of the Chinook to a bunch of friends, marine enthusiasts. They're Swiss, German, one of them, Ludovico, from Italy too. He told me the story of a similar kind of wind, the tramontana, downward sloping, comes in from the Alps, icy cold by the time it hits the Italian coast, and if you were on a sea vessel of some sort, you would recognize its passing. The Chinook, the tramontana, what is it about these names, the sounds that fascinate? Reminds me of early childhood, the sound of thunder, lightning, so frightening. I came across another word recently, a couple of days ago. That's why these memories. The mysterium tremendum, Latin origin, it literally means a terrible mystery. Friedrich Nietzsche used it to talk about the mystery of music, its universal appeal, how it moves us, all of humanity. It's a common thread. There's this other gentleman, Rudolf Otto, from Mysterium Tremendum, he coined the term the numinous, which is this supernatural quality, the quality of the divine. His quest was to prove the existence of God, quality of the numinous. I'm still hanging with Marcel Proust, great company. When he talks about the new eyes theory, this necessity to engage with other human beings, the value of a perspective from a different pair of eyes, because each of us live in our own worlds, not only individual worlds, but in all aspects. If we were to consider it a planet, the tilt of its axis, its orbit, its atmosphere, its gravitational pull, field strength, one might say, you celestial thing, you. But it seems like the story doesn't end there. The rabbit hole, a little deeper, because within these individual worlds are different versions of ourselves. It's no great secret, but remarkable nonetheless. Thinkers like Martin Heidegger, Hannah Arendt, they have said our personalities can fill a school bus, with you the driver. Well, let's see here now. Within us, we have the they self, which is the current version of ourselves that we use to interact with society, community, family. And the myself, who recognizes the they self in ourself. So that's 2 down. But the search here is for the authentic self. It's elusive, not easily accessible, even to us. And so, more questions. If J. Alfred Prufrock was here, he would have laughed. Welcome to my world, he might have said. Cobblestone winding streets. Streets that follow like a tedious argument of insidious intent to lead you to an overwhelming question. And then joined us on this expedition in search of what is the grand gesture in literature